Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
What's up, little people? Kevin Jackson. Here's the Kevin Jackson Show. You're saying, what is this man talking about, little people? I'm one of you. I'm one of the little people. You may hear my voice broadcasting over the airways and think, man, that dude is something. I am one of you. 9 years ago, I sat in my media room ready to throw my shoes at the TV, listening to the nonsense I was hearing on TV. And I remember thinking to myself, these are professionals. These people know what they're doing. And, they should know more than us. And they were spewing nonsense. And I didn't really pay that much attention. I can't tell you anybody in particular. Was it Brian Williams or Jake Tapper or whomever? It was some leftist journalist, and I use my finger quotes, trying to explain to me something that I knew inherently was absolutely wrong on its tail. And I was going, that's not true. And I knew Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama was going to be president, and I called it. I said it's going to be that light-skinned Negro. And sure enough, he made it. And I thought to myself, Lord, what are you doing to us? And you probably thought it too. And some of you said it's okay because we got to get over all this racial stuff in America and this will end it and then we'll go back, blah, blah, blah. And we knew his policies. He told us. Said he was a communist, essentially. Said he's going to take your money and go distribute it. That's what he told my buddy Joe the plumber. I'm going to take your money and give it to some waitress who isn't making as much as you. And Joe's like, well, why would you do that? I'm middle class. How do you think I make my money? You think I just go out in the garden and dig it up? You think it grows on trees? Obama didn't care. He showed us exactly who he was. He's a weak dude. Weak people want somebody else to go do their job for them. Hey, listen, I don't want to work. Will you go get that guy's money and bring it to me, please? Okay, what's my cut? I'll give you half. Okay. And that's what government is. It's a bunch of weak-kneed sissies who have taken us for granted. They don't care about us. But why did I call you little? Why did I call you small? Why did I say, hey, little people? Because let me explain something. We little people get together and we amass and we're a big group. We become formidable. Mother Teresa said, be faithful in small things because in them your strength lies. When Donald Trump went out on his course, he was happy to do it as a leader. He is. But you know what strengthens him when he goes to sleep at night? Knowing you exist. And no matter who it is, I'm going to tell you, I'm one of the strongest willed people you will ever meet in your life. And I don't have to have you. I don't need you to follow me. But you know what? When I find out you're there, I feel better. I'm still going to chart my course, but I feel better knowing you're there. That's why I tell you guys, go to kjradio.com. Send us a note, 844-551-8255. Call. Let us know what you think. Because whether you know it or not, you're strengthening people. I had a friend of mine. She was more of an acquaintance. I was thinking about hiring her to do some social media stuff. And we couldn't work it out, but we stayed in contact just because she'd pop up on Facebook or whatever, and I'd see her. Hey, how you doing? I'm okay. So one day in particular, I saw her name pop up. You know how this thing works. It just somebody will come up, and something on my heart said, hey, man, you ought to just see how she's doing. And I said, hey, how you doing? And she says, not so good. And we end up in this little bit of a dialogue. And I told her, I said, hey, look, I feel for whatever you're going through. I'm not going to dismiss it. I'm not going to push it aside. I'm not going to do that man thing and go, well, listen, here's how you fix it. Because that's not what my purpose is. But here's what I will tell you. I do feel for you because I believe your feeling of whatever you're going through is legitimate. But I promise you this, God will get you through it. You'll be okay. And if there's anything I can do to help, you let me know. And so she went on to explain the problem, and I don't remember honestly what it was, but whatever it was, I said, okay, here's what I can do to help and what you might be able to do. And we worked it out. And it was probably, I'm going to guess, a year or so later. Timelines don't really matter in the story, but it's a true story. And, I was online doing work, and suddenly I get a message from her. Hey, how you doing? I said, busy. What's going on? Good to hear from you. How are things going on your end? And she says, oh, about the same. But she says, but here's what I want to tell you. You remember that day you contacted me, blah, blah, blah? I said, yeah, of course I remember. I think about it all the time. And she goes, you saved my life. She said to me, Kevin, I was so down, I can't describe to you. And she says, it's like you just popped in like an angel, would not solve my problems, but you made me think about them differently. And she says, I just felt the need to tell you that. And I thought to myself, wow, how would I ever know? I'd never met her. I had no other way of contacting her except that. Maybe I had her phone number or something from when we were talking about her doing some work for us. But, how many people do you know? How many people have you impacted? Has your strength impacted that you don't even know? Maybe they tell you, maybe they don't. Look, we're important. We're little, but we're important. And when we amass, we can do amazing things. The left, think about what they say all the time. The GOP, the conservatives are splintered. They're splintered. They don't know what to do. They are constantly in lockstep. The one thing that they lockstep for is against us. They are the most splintered people on the planet, which is why they call us that. But they're supposedly in lockstep in their hatred of us. The only thing we are in lockstep in, as conservatives, are core values. We believe in our individual freedoms. We believe in a free market. We believe in accountability. There's no malice to it. We have no evil. There's no evil intent. I'm not mad at the left. I just look at those core values. That's what we focus on. They're mad at you. They see you as destructive, as evil, as racist, as homophobic, as xenophobic, all these different things. And that's the only thing that drives them is hatred and evil. That's it. And they're supposed to be all together, right? They're supposed to win every time on every issue. And you know what's happening, folks? They're getting their butts kicked, but good. Every single issue that comes up these days, boom, they're getting crushed. And they don't know how to handle it. And I'll tell you why. They have no strength. No strength of character. No strength of even the argument. Short break.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.
Beth Cook Moranville, author of Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope.
Hope, that wonderful, wonderful 4-letter word that you may feel completely out of. I wrote this book to give you great hope. It's not too late. If fetal position is an all too familiar place for you, I understand. If the next 60 seconds are too long, this book is for you. Wherever you are right now, whether you're dealing with divorce or death or sickness, take hope. You are going to make it through this pain. Don't roll your eyes. I've walked this road and I know it. The best is yet to come.
Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope from author and speaker Beth Cook Moranville, can be found on Amazon.com or Kindle.com. For more information, visit closerthanYourBreath.com or on Facebook at Closer Than Your Breath.